Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Gamecocks will kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Butler. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Texas's offense will have the football first. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Lockett. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Lost one deep down the right side. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Wasting no time taking a shot. He's got it at the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it first and 10 just outside the 20. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. So now it's second and long. Off the play fake. Unloads to the right. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They put the first points on the board.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina! Fitted in the window for the score. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. The offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He'll bring it out. It's Butler. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Gonna run it. It's Gaines. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Looking to fire. He'll throw it. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC,
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets it away from his own end zone. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the mountain.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback making checks. He wants to throw it again. Quick strike complete. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Not much of a secret who they were looking to, but doing something about it is a major problem.
It's so hard to stop on these 3rd downs. You think about it, he could block, and then he can go deep. He can release, intermediate. The tight ends are so valuable in today's football, and especially in the red area. They find him, and they get the 1st down.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll run play action. Using his feet to buy time. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the 1st half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Hold on just a second. Flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. And the Gamecocks are threatening on 1st and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Grab behind the line, it's Brown. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
Off play action. Fires into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Let's it go to the end zone. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through 1 quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Coming out with it, it's Butler. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Texas offense. Guys, this freshman quarterback has had some struggles. They thought they'd be able to lean on their passing game, but so far it has been a complete struggle. The turnover didn't help either. They've got to take care of the football. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the sack all the way back at the 5. And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On his way from around the 50. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Barnett. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it out. It's Butler. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. It has been a rather rough ride for this sophomore behind center. They just haven't found any rhythm whatsoever in the passing game. It has cost them on the scoreboard. They'll have to come from behind, and they'd love to get something going here. Hits the afterburners. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Longhorns! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off play action on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Back to pass, it's Barnett. Quickly complete. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a 1st down. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Great place to start for this offense. To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The Longhorns will have a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of that, trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to pass. It's Barnett. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the corner of George Rogers Boulevard and Bluff Road, Williams-Brice Stadium.
The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires downfield. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet.
Just 2. of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's got it. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And the Gamecocks are on the move. They send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The play action fake. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Stopped at the 16 after the interception, and that return has them in business. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now they'll run it to the right here. He'll try to take it back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The Longhorns just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Caught behind the line. It's Lockett. At the 45 on his way. It's a seam wide. Touchdown Longhorns! And here they come almost all the way back.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. USF looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Bulls. Offense, defense, and special teams all doing its part. Impressive, to say the least. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Gets it out fast. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. And the Gamecocks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. This quarterback part of their running game. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll... down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air. It's Madsen. Rushes on him. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Finds the tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. 1st down, 10 yards to go. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. finds his tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
A little screen to the running back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quick release by the QB. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Got his man downfield. Still running at the 40. Wide open spaces. The 10. Touchdown, Texas. And the comeback is on. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Swings it out to his running back. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our block.
Sends it downfield. And it's incomplete. The defense knocks it away as we have knocked down 3 quarters and head to the 4th. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Looking left, and it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking for a gap, it's Simon. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Longhorns! They move on top here in the 4th.
And just like that, the game is completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown. So they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
And he's coming out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. There he goes! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Fires to the middle. Fires it incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. Turning on the Jets. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And the Gamecocks are on the move. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes a connection. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Now from inside the red zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give as they work on that clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. Touchdown Gamecocks! They've got the lead here in the 4th. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. They'll move the wide receiver.
Delay of game. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. How about this? These guys are going for two. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. And he makes the catch. The two-point conversion is good.
Well, that's the right call to go for two right there because the analytics say if you get it, you now make it a three-point game and your opponent can only tie with the field goal. If you had gone for one, your opponent can take the lead with the kick. So nice job there getting it executed.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The offense has a chance, down one possession in the fourth. On the run, it's Gaines. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Leaves it with the running back. Finds a little space. He's loose. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He did not get there, and they'll have to give up the football, and they might have just seen this game slip away. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. First play of the drive wants to throw. Throws to the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Making side adjustments here. Back to pass on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is great sudden change defense right now. Of course, this drive started with their backs against the wall. They've now forced two straight incompletions. If they can make one more big play here and avoid giving up.
And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
He'll bring it out. It's Butler. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense...
Ball's free. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
And the defense is able to go out and shut the door. They put the clamps down. They've got a big lead, and with that fumble, they're going to win the game. You've got to give this defense credit for finishing.
Great place to start for this offense. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. To the air. It's Madsen. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, South Carolina! The offense cashing it in on that drive. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Buffalo handled its business today, and given what the week was like in Western New York, that is saying something. This is a focused group, and it's reflected in that final score. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. All kinds of room to the right. Turning it on. He's at the touchdown, Texas. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on them.
He might want another play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's the shuffle pass, it's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. And the returner will be knocked down. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent.